Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lorefindel Walks to Mordor. I'm Onitson,
And I'm McFeelian.
and today we bring to you proudly the 13th part of the Lord of the Rings saga campaign, The Passing of the Grey Company, now with 100% less Lorefindel.
That's right. Well, after some of the difficulties that we had at Shelob's lair, hopefully fighting ghosts will go a little bit better for us.
Hopefully so. So, have you made any significant changes to the Dunedain flash mob since their last appearance on this series?
I have thrown in some threat reduction and removed a couple other various cards, but otherwise they are pretty much the same. How about you?
Um, this deck has been rather significantly retooled to reduce all the threat, regardless
And
of whether or
threat?
not it's a good idea.
Yes.
Um,
And oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I even went so far to include Island Amid Perils, so that tells you just how much I might have overdone it here.
But I mean, that's not a bad combination with Galadriel's Handmaiden and then Galadriel the hero on the table.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping.
And if you haven't played this quest before, Threat is going to be our public enemy number one. There's many quest card effects that will try to raise our threat as much as possible, and the enemies in this quest, instead of dealing damage, will raise our threat for every point of damage they would have.
That sounds like it's going to be fun for
So speed
somebody's
will
given
be the
value of
name of
fun.
the game. Yeah,
Um, anyway, shall we talk about our opening hands?
sure.
I really like my opening hand. Like,
Okay.
really like my opening hand. So, I'm kind of excited to have this as my opening hand. Anyways, that's enough. What
Okay.
about yours?
Um, I am a little nervous because there's no steward or heir of Valendil. So I think I'll probably try to take a mulligan.
All right, then. Let's go.
And um, I don't see steward, but I do have old bogey stories.
There we go. Um, all right, then. Let's go ahead and get started with our
All right.
campaign setup.
So we can change heroes without incurring the +1 threat penalty, and we have done that. And if you'd like to, you may raise each player's threat by 1 to search your deck for Anduril and add it to your hand. However, it will be discarded, I believe, at the end of the phase or the planning phase.
Well, given that I didn't actually bring Anduril, I think I'll pass on that.
All right, let's go over to the quest setup then.
All right. So we've set the Stone of Eric and the Army of the Dead aside out of play, and each player attaches a copy of Overcome by Fear to their threat dial. That's going to be interesting. Okay. I love threat dial attachments.
Yep. And these will raise our threat by an additional point every round. And after Aragorn moves at the end of the round, we can spend a fellowship resource to remove one.
Aha, yes. So I'm not going to be able to remove mine until next turn.
Right. So the fellowship resources are going to be at a premium in this.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't spend Aragorn's to get Gandalf's staff on the table this round.
Unless you use Gandalf's staff to give Aragorn back his resource. Or do so in the refresh phase.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
To give him a resource. Which is definitely a thing you could do.
Okay then. All right then. Shall we read flavor text?
I must take new counsel for myself and my kindred. We must ride our own road and no longer in secret. For me, the time of stealth has passed. I will ride east by the swiftest way, and I will take the paths of the dead. Aragorn, the Return of the King.
All right. So, when revealed, each player may add one resource to the resource pool of each hero he controls.
Oh,
Each player who does so must raise his threat by 3. I'm okay taking extra threat.
that's actually really attractive to me right now. I think I will do so, and I'll probably regret it later. But
That's
that's
okay. We have
okay.
Devilback somewhere.
Yes. This
And
is an evil door, said Halbarad, and my death lies beyond it. I will dare to pass it nonetheless. The Return of the King.
oh, those rangers.
Oh, those rangers.
All right then.
Okay.
Excellent. This is perfect. Perfect. Okay. At the end of the planning phase, we're discarding all the cards in our hand. Whose idea was
Yes.
this? Nobody's I want to be associated with. I'll save Gandalf.
Glares at Caleb
and then I'll play out Arwen, and I will play out Gladriel's Handmaiden, even though neither of us can actually reduce our threat. Actually, I will give Gandalf a resource, and I will play out the Galadriel Minstrel, and I will not trigger her ability. Because
Okay.
that would be an event that I would just end up losing. So,
Fair enough. As for me, I will play Wealth of Gondor to give a resource to Denny.
okay.
And spend 3 of his resources for a Guardian of Arnor.
Okay.
Then I'm tempted to play another ally and then use a very good tail.
Ooh.
Oh, I know what I'll do. I will spend the full price for a Ranger of Cardalon.
Okay.
And then play a very good tail, exhausting these 2 guys. Shuffle the deck. And discarding the top 5 cards. Good stuff. I did a total cost of 7, so I will bring in a Giant Bear and a Beorning Skin Changer. And then I will play a Tome of Atanatar onto a Marthiel and immediately discard that to replay a very good tail, exhausting a Giant Bear and a Beorning Skin Changer for hopefully some allies. Yeah, looking good. Let's get one of each.
Wow.
And thus is the triumph of the Dunedain flash mob.
Wow. I have no words.
Okay, well, shall we move on?
I suppose so. I lose Ancient Matham, Test of Will, Daron's Runes, Southaway, and Hotom Bombadil.
And I lose the cards I would have lost anyway.
We'll advance to Stage 2, where each player searches the encounter deck for a different location. I'll pull out...
He could see nothing but the dim flame of the torches. But if the company halted, there seemed an endless whisper of voices all about him. a murmur of words in no tongue that he had ever heard before.
Is that all of the locations? I think that's each. I think there are 4 of them.
Okay.
So we have a deadly road, which says after a when revealed effect is cancelled, raise each player's threat by 1, and we have to spend a fellowship resource to travel there.
Okay.
A trysting place. Enemies in the staging area can't take damage. That's fine. But to travel, we have to pull out an enemy. Haunted path gets +1 threat for each player with a threat of 35 or higher, and that is me.
Okay.
And the dark door prevents progress from being placed on locations in the staging area, and has the worst travel effect I've seen.
I will say no on the dark door.
I agree. I'm thinking Deadly Road and Haunted Path. How do you feel about that?
That's
I guess
probably
each of us chooses, so I'll choose the Haunted Path, which will have 2 threat.
okay. Yeah, the deadly road's probably good, just because it's low.
That's kind of what I was thinking there. Alright. And X is the threat of the player with the highest threat, and we cannot reduce our threat below the initial threat level. And at the beginning of the planning phase, each player must choose either raise your threat by 1 or you cannot play cards this phase.
Alright.
Alright then. Okay, Gandalf. We're questing now, right?
Yes, we are questing.
Okay, that'll be Aragorn for 2, Gandalf for 3, Eowyn for 4. 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, 14. So 2, 4, 5, 9, 12, 14, yes. I've got 14.
And I will send 3.
So 17 between us against 4 in the staging. Alright then.
Okay.
Here goes nothing. Card number 1. Each player must choose. Either a set of... Okay, is that both of us discard an ally?
Yes, because we cannot attach and overcome by fear.
Okay, goodbye Galadrim Minstrel.
And goodbye Ranger of Cardolan.
And card number 2 is a trysting place.
Okay.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
We make 10 progress. And we travel to a location.
Yes.
We quest successfully, so Aragorn gets a resource.
I have a sentinel character and a ranged character. But they'll only have... Yeah, that's... Never mind. Probably not the best idea to go to the trysting place until next turn.
Okay, Deadly Road then. Aragorn has an extra fellowship resource.
Oh, yes, he is leader of men. That's going to come in super handy.
And Galadriel will draw a card for me, but not lower my threat, because I can't.
Okay. Sounds good. I think that's the end of the round.
It is the end of the round. In the refresh phase, Aragorn, I'll pass you the Aragorn stack. And now each of us raises our threat by an extra 1.
Yes.
And
I will spend a resource to detach overcome by fear.
All right. So are you going to raise your threat by one, or are you going to not play cards?
I am going to raise my threat by one.
Yeah, looking
Um,
at that, I kind of thought so.
and place Steward of Gondor on Amarthiel, giving him back 2 resources that I will immediately spend on Heir of Valendale.
Okay. Um, I'm just not. Is there? There's no hand hate other than that initial discard your hand, right?
I am not sure. There may be a treachery.
Okay. I'm gonna skip playing cards then, and likewise skip raising my threat.
Okay, let us carry on then.
All right. Um, but I will use Gandalf's staff to draw me a card. Um, did you want to draw an extra card and lower your threat with Galadriel, or are you okay?
Oh, that could be nice, maybe. But it could also be bad. I don't know if I want to card or not, so you can take it. Your threat is high.
All right. Well, I can't reduce my threat until I get rid of this Overcome by Fear.
Oh, right. Then I will take the threatening.
Okay.
And it is a gaining strength, but one that I cannot use until Aragorn gets his money from Leader of Men.
Okay. All right then. I will quest for 2, 4, 8, 11, targeting Marty.
Oh, thank you. I will quest for 7.
So that makes 18 between us against 5 in staging.
Well, in that case, I will leave the Guardian stand
Okay.
and just do one
We'll call
a
it
lesser number.
17 then.
Okay.
Card number 1. Peril. Surge, this is you.
Peril and Surge for me. Um. Ooh. I will take one for the team.
Okay. I guess that means we're not gonna do double back next round. Okay. Card number, or Surge is into, this is still yours.
Okay. My willpower is reduced by 4. And I will keep this with me.
Okay. It does not surge though. My card then. Okay, I guess I'm ditching a handmaiden.
Um. As much as I hate to do this, I will ditch the skin changer.
Okay. So you now have 2 willpower?
Yes. The skin changer did not. He was already 0 willpower, so he shouldn't change any.
Okay. So I have 9, so we have 11. We've done 11 against 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Aragorn gains a resource, and gaining strength will grant him another resource.
Excellent. Do we want to go to the trysting place?
Please do.
Okay. Oh, it's search the encounter deck and discard pile.
Yep. And let's see, looking at the option. If we're not revealing it, which we're not, then let's do a Faithless Dead.
Ooh, I like that idea. Alright, so, Faithless Dead. 2 threat, 3 attack, 1 defense, 4 hit points, and a when revealed effect that we aren't going to be taking. Hallelujah.
Yes. And Marty has +1 defense from Arwen, but -1 defense from this Whispers in the... So he will be defending for 3.
Okay. I will take control so I can deal with a shadow card. With no effect.
Okay. And I will attack for 4, dealing 3 damage.
Is there anything else we can do to alter that? No.
I would not like to kill him because Amarthiel likes his tactics.
Fair enough. Okay. Alright then.
Alright, and at the end of the round, Aragorn will move over to you.
And I will spend a resource to detach this Overcome by Fear. Alright then. I will choose to raise my threat by 1 so I can play cards. And I will play out a double back.
Resource phase, I will gain some resources.
In the resource phase. Wise, I see. I will use Galadriel to reduce my threat by 1 and draw a card. And Gandalf's staff to draw. No. Actually, I'll spend a resource to play a Galadrim Weaver, shuffling this Handmaiden back into my deck. And then now I guess I'll just draw with Gandalf's staff. And there's another copy of Arwen. And I will spend 2 resources for the Aether Swordsman. And it's probably stupid, but I'm going to... No, it is stupid. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Over to you.
Alright, I will raise my threat by 1, drop 3 resources for a Bowman, and also play a Hunter.
Okay.
Hoping for another Faithless Dead.
Top 5
Perfect.
Cards. Well,
grab me
one of the Faithless Dead.
Yep.
There we go. Shuffle those back in. Alright then. And you still haven't used Erebelando.
I have not.
Alright then. Okay. I guess questing, but not on double back.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I will do 3.
Okay, so 17 against 3, because this Haunted Paths is now 3 threat.
Yes.
Card number 1. That's mine. Yeah, I'll take it. I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 willpower. But that's still 10 against 3, so I'm
Okay,
fine.
not too bad.
And your card.
Okay, we're placing no progress,
Okay.
and that surges into a Dead Men of Dunharrow.
Okay. So we make 10 against 5. We make 3 progress on the active location and would only have placed 2 on the quest anyways.
Not too bad.
No, I think so. We
Shall we
could raise
travel?
our threat for the haunted path, but I have a Southaway in hand. If we can draw into a Woodman's Clearing or Ancient Matham, we can skip that travel effect and lower our threat at the same time.
I am down. Let's leave it.
Alright. You want the dead man?
I will. Yeah, I'll take the Dead Man, raising my threat by 2, and let's deal him up with shadows.
Alright.
I'm assuming Marty has 4 defense now.
Yes. Arwen is going to consistently target Marty until you give me a good reason to target somebody else.
Sweet. So all of my guys have 4 defense. We'll start with the left guy with this Guardian,
Okay. No shadow effect.
middle guy with Marty.
Defending character cannot ready until the end of the round.
Well, that's a good reason not to target Marty next turn.
I think I won't target Marty next turn.
And third guy is another Guardian.
Either raise your threat by 2 or return it to the staging area.
It's either raise my threat by 2 now or raise my threat by 2 later, so I will raise my threat by 2 now.
Oh, that's fair.
And just so that doesn't happen again, I will Giant Bear the Dead Men of Dunharrow.
Alright.
And I will deal 2 damage to this Faithless.
Alright then.
And new round.
And Aragorn should have got an extra resource.
Yes, and we can spend that resource to remove my Overcome by Fear.
There we go. And I will pass the 2 of them over to you.
Okay.
Alright, and I will choose to raise my threat by 1 so that I can play cards.
Okay.
In the planning phase, that is.
Okay.
And I think I'm actually a threat behind on those on that Overcome by Fear. I think I may have forgotten to raise my threat by an extra 1 on the round I removed it.
Oh, me too. I don't believe I raised my threat. Well, these threats are skyrocketing a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a little bit. I am going to play Very Good Tale in the resource phase
Seems fine.
with these 2 archers. And there goes some threat reduction. But I will have a Giant Bear.
Okay.
And I will not play cards in planning.
Okay. So I will play out the Handmaiden, targeting you.
Thank you.
I will do Galadriel on myself.
Perfect.
Use the staff to draw Nenya. Spend a resource to put Nenya onto Galadriel. Spend 2 to play the Galadriel Minstrel and look at the top 5 cards of my deck for Adaron's Runes.
Now we're rolling.
Shuffle it. Daron's Runes. 2 Wizard's Pipes. Discard 1. And then I will play Island of Mid-Peril. No, I won't. I'll do that after we quest.
Okay.
Oh, and I will play a Woodman's Clearing because I have a lore icon now. on the haunted path.
Great.
Okay. And that's all I got.
Okay. All right, questing time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I have 15.
I will just do 3 or 4, sorry.
So that makes 19 against 3. How do you feel about doubling back?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. 19 against 3, and we're doubling back. Card number 1. That's you.
I will gladly take the reductions, lower our willpower by
2, is it?
Yep, 2 is
Okay.
it.
And my reveal is the Dead Man of Dunharrow. So 17 against 5. We make 12 progress on double back, clearing it and dropping our threat by 5 apiece.
Perfect.
I will play Island of Mid-Perils to return Galadriel's Handmaiden in my hand, dropping my threat by 2 more. And
I am feeling good about that.
And in the quest phase, I will use Gandalf to play Elrond's Council. So we actually made 13 progress on double back.
I'm sure double back doesn't care.
And in the planning phase, I will play, or in the travel phase, I will play South Away to travel to the haunted path without resolving that travel effect, reducing each of our threats by a further 1. Oh wait, never mind. I'm below my starting threat, so I'll cancel that Elrond's Council.
Okay.
Or the Island of Mid-Perils. Never mind. I'll cancel the Island of Mid-Perils because that would still get me down to exactly my starting threat.
Okay.
Sorry
Sounds
about
good.
that.
I will take the dead man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and let's have Arwen have gone to Denethor.
R1 on Denethor seems fine to me. You know what? How about I take the dead man and raise my threat by 2?
If you like.
Because Denethor's Sentinel.
Okay.
Because I'm at the cap, if you will. So now I can play Island of Mid-Perils, bring Galadriel's Handmaiden back to my hand, and get back down.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, except for shadows go to your guys first.
So Denethor actually only has 3 defense because Whispers in the Dark.
Yes.
This Guardian of Arnor will defend for 2.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Defending for 2, so you're going to take a threat increase?
I will have to.
Okay.
It would have been nice if I had taken the dead man, because then I would have more defense.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
But it looks like there is no threat increase for him, at least.
Well, that's good.
And the other Guardian will defend for 2.
You know, you could do Denethor on the Faithless Dead, and then your Guardian over on my 2-attack Dead Man.
Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Denethor for the Faithless Dead.
There we go.
2 defense Guardian over on the Dead Man.
Perfect. No threat increases.
Cool. Why are my bowmen exhausted?
Very good tail.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I will attack for 2 with the Hunter, dealing 1 damage to the Faithless Dead.
All right. Okay. All Galadriel. Well, what does your hand look like? Is it something you care about playing?
And I'm also down for another card
Okay.
because
So,
Marty is swimming in the cash.
all right. I will raise my threat to play cards, and I'll also use Galadriel on you.
Okay.
And I'll do Gandalf's staff to draw myself a card. I will play out a Sigil Minor and the Wizard's Pipe. Mine away the staff, naming 2. Oh, and there goes an island amid perils. Putting the resource on Eowyn. And then I will also drop out a Handmaiden, dropping your threat by 1.
Thank you.
And then I will use the staff to swap Elrond's Council to the top card.
Okay. The Flash Mob will continue to commit Flash Mobber. I will reduce the cost of the Sarnford Sentry to 1, drawing 2 cards. One of them is a Secret Vigil, and that will gladly go on your dead man.
Wonderful.
I will spend 3 for a 4 nostril. 1 for a Dunedain pipe on Marty. 5 for a giant bear. And I don't think I'll use the pipe this turn. I will use gaining strength for Marty, and then spend 1, 2, 3, 4 for a ranger. And raise my threat by 1 to do all of that. If I did not already.
All right. I can't. I don't see if I raised my threat by 1 for playing cards either, so I will do that just in case I didn't.
Okay.
All right, questing. And shall we knock this thing out for reals this time?
Let's try to do so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is the quest phase. I will play Elrond's Council to make it 18 and reduce my threat back to its starting level.
I will go all out and quest for 6.
Okay. So we have 24 between us against an empty staging area.
I will warn you, there's a treachery that deals 1 damage to... Oh, never mind. That will completely... Because we're both below 35.
Wonderful. Card number 1 is a Haunted Path, which is 1 threat. And card number 2 is Ghosts of Men. This is yours.
I will gladly take an immediate attack, Denethor. That's what your job is.
Okay.
And I raise my threat by 1, which raises the threat of the Haunted Path by 1.
Okay, so we end up with 5 threat in the staging area. We make 19 progress, which is 4 there, and then 15 on the Paths of the Dead.
Perfect.
Which puts us to 28. And crap, I can't lower my threat by 3.
You can't.
Because I'm at my starting threat.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I should really retcon that Elrond's Council, but I didn't, so I won't.
Well, should we go to the haunted path or no?
I'm okay going to the haunted path.
Okay, let's do it.
It'll raise our threat by 1, but eh.
Okay, I will take the Ghosts of Men.
Okay. Um,
The Guardian will Sentinel for 4 to your dead man.
okay.
This Guardian will defend for 4 for my Ghosts of Men.
Okay.
Marty will defend for 4 against the Faithless.
Okay.
And a Giant Bear will defend for 3 against this Faithless deck.
There we go.
One should be enough to take out your dead man and reduce our threats by 2.
Okay. It'll reduce my threat by 1, but that's okay.
Okay.
Your deck needs the threat reduction, and mine may not. Aragorn gets an extra resource from Leader of Men.
Oh, very good. I like these enemies, but I don't know if I like all of them. So the other 2 bowmen will take care of the Ghosts of Men.
Okay.
And that will be that.
All right. I'll pass the less than shall we call it a less than impressive Aragorn stack your way.
Not a huge stack. Marty gets 4 resources, 1 from Denethor, 2 from Steward, and 1 from himself.
I'll give you an extra card with Galadriel.
Oh, thank you. And I will reduce my threat by 1. I will raise my threat by 1 to play card. I will play Wealth of Gondor for Marty. Spend that resource for a Secret Vigil on this faithless boy. Dunedain Pipe and extra Halberad onto the bottom of my deck, drawing and gaining strength. I will play that now. Once again for Marty, I will use this Heir of Valandil to reduce the cost of the Sarnford Sentry to 1. Drawing the other 2 cards in my... I will get Halberad for 2, and a Son of Arnor for 3.
All right then.
And that's all I can do. My deck is empty.
And I'm just gonna Wizard's Pipe this staff to the top of my deck and mine it away with the miner, naming 2. Adding 2 resources to Eowyn. I'm not raising my threat to play cards, but I am gonna draw a card with the staff. And next round, I think I will.
Okay.
All right. Questing.
Quest.
I got 15.
I will do 10.
25 against an empty staging area.
Not bad.
Okay. Card number 1. Doomed 1.
My exhausted characters take a hit.
Okay.
None of them die.
Okay. That's just fine. Card number 2. That's also fine, right?
Yep. He's just a big boy.
Okay. So there's 4 threat in staging. So we make 21 progress.
And I believe that clears the Paths of the Dead.
Yeah, that puts us up to 45. And we clear the Paths of the Dead.
Okay. I see ships of men and of horses, and pale banners like shreds of cloud, and spears like winter thickets on a misty night. The dead are following. That's Legolas. That's my terrible Legolas voice.
Well, so we add the Stone of Eric and the Army of the Dead to the staging area. It only has 2
Okay.
threat.
There's 4 threat.
And each player may raise his threat by 3 to detach Overcome by Fear from his threat dial and set it aside. Well,
Army of the Dead has twice the number of players in the game, which is 4.
Much better.
And I will. Neither of us will be removing Overcome by.
Yes. Okay. While the Stone of Eric is the active location, each Oathbreaker enemy loses the Phantom keyword and gets minus 20 engagement cost.
Yes, the dead right behind. They have been summoned, says Eladan.
Okay. Oh, and it's only 5 quest points. For some reason, I thought we had 2 stages where X was the threat of the player with the highest threat.
Nope, this is the final battle. So we just need to make 5 progress on the quest, travel to the Stone of Eric, and then the next turn clear it.
Okay. Engagement cost, though. Or engagements. Do you want to take the Shadow Host?
I think we can leave the Shadow Host. And I will just take the Army of the Dead.
Oh. What will you defend with?
I'll raise my threat by a couple, but it's fine. I can kill him immediately, and then we won't have to worry about him.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't have to have cleared the Stone of Eric to kill the Army of the Dead.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yep. So it's not a huge deal. I will discard the spare Son of Arnor.
Okay. All right then.
Okay.
So.
Marty. Actually, if he gets the +1 attack and loses Spectral, Marty will die, so that's a bad idea. We will do the Wounded Guardian.
Okay. No shadow effect.
And I raise my threat by 2.
Okay.
Marty will defend this Faithless Dead.
He can't ready until the end of the round.
Okay, and the other Guardian will defend the other Faithless.
+1 attack.
Still does nothing.
All right.
Can you raise your threat by 2? Or reduce your threat by 2?
Yes, I can.
Then I will attack and defeat the Faithless Dead.
You might want to kill the army first. Just so you don't lose extra attack on your bow.
Oh, right. Good idea. 4, 8, 12. Army is down.
Okay.
And then the Hunter will kill the Faithless Dead. And
Each
this
reduce their
guy...
threat by 2.
Yes. This guy's been around for a while, and I'm kind of growing attached to him. So I will just leave him.
Sounds fine by me. All right, then.
Did we give Aragorn his resource this turn?
I have not. Have you?
I did not either, so we'll give him that. And let's move on to the next round.
All right. I will use Galadriel on myself. I wish I had a Dunedain Pathfinder to play so I could get another location for the Ancient Matham and Woodman's Clearing to go on.
Yeah, but hopefully one will come out this turn.
Hopefully so. I'll swap Arwen and mine her away, naming 2. adding a resource to Eowyn, and then I will spend a resource from Gandalf to play the Weaver and shuffle a Test of Will back into my deck. And then I will use Gandalf's Staff to draw a card, and then I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a Handmaiden, a Westroad Traveler, and an Aether Swordsman. Go ahead and drop your threat.
Wow.
1.
Okay. You are not messing around in the questing department.
Nope.
Okay. Alright.
Oh,
Well,
and I'm
shall we
raising
play?
my threat by 1, I guess, to play cards. Oh, we don't have to do that anymore.
That is
Never
no
mind.
longer in effect. Yep. You're free.
Oh,
Also, we can reduce our initial threat level.
oh, that's wonderful. Not that it'll make
So,
a difference.
Nothing to worry about at this point. Hopefully those don't turn out to be famous last words. Let's quiet.
All right. I've got 2, 5, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, plus 6 is 21, 22, 24, 26. I have 26.
I will send 6.
Okay, so that makes 32 between us against 9. That's the strongest showing the encounter deck's done all game.
I think so. Probably helped in part by the new 5 threat location.
Card number 1, Haunted Paths. Card number 2, another Haunted Paths.
I think that's the most benign staging I've ever seen.
Yes, barring some passage through Mirkwood shenanigans, yeah.
Yeah.
13 against 32.
Okay.
That's 19. So we can remove 5 to travel to the Stone of Eric.
Sounds good. And we each must add an Oathbreaker to the staging area. I once again vote for Faithless Dead.
All right. Those are all dead men of Dunharrow. There they are. There we go.
Okay.
All of these have minus 20 engagement cost and have lost the Phantom keyword.
Oh. Okay.
So
I will optionally engage the Shadow Host.
wonderful. I'm assuming it's making an immediate attack.
Yes, indeed.
Although I guess you could take the Overcome by
Marty.
Fear and Aragorn would remove it.
No, I'm good. I
Okay.
will have Marty defend. I don't think there's any +3 attack.
You're probably right. There we go. And then,
Oh, we didn't do engagements for these.
well,
Oh,
but
yes.
that was an immediate attack. So
I-
these other two just come down naturally like so.
Perfect.
And I am willing to say throw my Aether Swordsman under the bus if I really, really have to.
That won't be necessary.
Okay.
Guardian of Varnor.
Okay, defending for 4. Plus
Perfect.
1 attack, 2 if undefended.
Guardian of Varnor on the Shadow Host.
Okay, 4 against 4, no shadow effect.
And Giant Bears for the both of them.
Okay. Okay, the first giant bear will take a damage, and nothing
Okay.
to the second.
All right. One bowman, two bowmen. We'll take your guess.
Much appreciated.
And then one bowman for 4 plus one bear for 4 takes down the shadow.
Okay. If you
Um,
needed another bowman on your side, my other swordsman could have made up the last point of damage on mine.
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't intend to kill either of my guys.
Okay.
But the hunter and the sentry can punch the faithless dead down to 1 hit.
Okay. Very well. So, no. So, neither of us have overcome by fear attached.
Yep. And we should avoid doing so lest we get it for the entire rest of the camp.
Yeah, I would love to pass on that. In the resource phase, I'll Zitto Miner away Nenya. Naming one, getting a resource on Eowyn. And because it's the resource, I will also play Daron's Runes. Ditching a woodman's clearing. Alright. Oh, and I guess this is the bit where I play cards because your deck is empty. Okay, I'll swap, I don't know, say Bilbo to the top of my deck and play him with Gandalf. I don't think I have a pipe in here, but just in case, I don't. I'll do Galadriel, lowering my threat by 1 and drawing Will o' the West. I'll spend 2 for a Westroad Traveler, and 2 more for an Unexpected Courage, and I'll give it to Marty because why not?
Thank you kindly.
And I'll use Gandalf's staff to, I don't know. I'll, leave it as it is.
Okay. Well, it's just one last questing push, so let's do it.
3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 28.
And 20 from here.
48 between us against 4 in staging. Card number 1. Immediate attack against you.
Yeah, I didn't plan for that, but I'll take an immediate attack.
I mean, I can test of will it.
Nope, you're good. I got a bear.
Okay. That's fine. And my card. I'll test of will that one from the top of my deck.
Perfect.
So we add 6. We make 38 progress.
And
That's done.
Aragorn gets a resource.
Which means 33 to the main quest. And we have cleared the Stone of Eric, and we have won the game.
Perfect. Let's take a look at our campaign resolution.
Add each copy of Overcome by Fear attached to a player's threat dial in the campaign pool. And if Army of the Dead is in the victory display, add the Army of the Dead boon to the campaign pool. And Army
Then
of the
Aragorn
Dead,
said,
is in fact
The
in the victory
hour,
display.
yes. And he will come in very much handy in the next quest.
All right.
Then Aragorn said, "The hour is come at last. Now I go to Pelargir upon Anduin, and ye shall come after me. And when all this land is clean of the servants of Sauron, I will hold the oath fulfilled, and ye shall have peace and depart forever. For I am Elisar, Isildur's heir of Gondor." The Return of the King.
Well, thanks for watching. Tune in next time to watch us burn ships for fun and profit and learn how you can too. Until then, happy questing.
Happy questing!